Hey everyone, Slambo here, hopping on another contest. This is for Rachel the MusicMam reaching 1,000 subscribers. The It's Only Words contest. So this is one where we will look at the lyrics. We were asked to show 3 to 5 songs that have lyrics that are either important to us or that move us in some way. I've picked a few that I really liked, and we'll go through each one. I've got 5 on the list here, so I'm going to try to make it pretty quick, but we'll see how it goes. So the first one is from Monty Python's Meaning of Life. This one is the Galaxy song, and I'll bring up the lyrics in the other window here so I can read them. This song appears in the movie right when the cast, or someone in the cast, is trying to convince another person it's time to donate your liver. They come in with the line, "No one's ever had their liver taken out by us and survived." And one person in the house is just having trouble being convinced that yes, it's time to go ahead and donate her liver. So Eric Idle pops out of the fridge and starts singing the song. Whenever life gets you down, Mrs. Brown, and things seem hard or tough, and people are stupid, obnoxious, or daft, and you feel that you've had quite enough, just remember that you're standing on a planet that's evolving and revolving at 900 miles an hour, that's orbiting at 19 miles a second, so it's reckoned a sun that is the source of all our power. The sun and you and me and all the stars that we can see are moving at 1,000,000 miles a day in an outer spiral arm at 40,000 miles an hour of a galaxy we call the Milky Way. Our galaxy itself contains 100 billion stars. It's 100,000 light years side to side. It bulges in the middle 16,000 light years thick, but out by us it's just 3,000 light years wide. We're 30,000 light years from galactic central point. We go round every 200 million years. And our galaxy is only one of millions of billions in this amazing and expanding universe. The universe itself keeps on expanding and expanding in all of the directions it whiz, as fast as it can go, the speed of light, 12 million miles a minute, and that's the fastest speed there is. So remember, when you're feeling very small and insecure, how amazingly unlikely is your birth, and pray that there's intelligent life somewhere up in space, 'cause it's bugger all down here on Earth. So there's the Galaxy song from Monty Python, my first pick for favorite lyrics. My second pick is also one that has to do with galactic objects, and that's on Boingo Alive. Let's make sure we got the, yep, there we go. We got the glare off of that. So this is Oingo Boingo. They got together again to redo a bunch of their most popular songs in a new version. They just re-recorded all of their songs for this 2-disc set, and the one I want is off of this disc. The song is called We Close Our Eyes. We close our eyes and dream the world has turned around again. When everybody is running in the big race and having a good time, who am I to cast a shadow? Who am I? I looked death in the face last night. I saw him in a mirror, and he simply smiled. He told me not to worry. He told me just to take my time. We close our eyes and the world is turned around again. We close our eyes and dream another year has come and gone. We close our eyes and the world is turned around again. We close our eyes and dream. And if you come to me and if you touch my hand, I might just slip away. I might just disappear. Who am I? And if you think I'm worth it, and if you think it's not too late, we might start falling. If we don't try too hard, we might start falling in love. We close our eyes, and the world is turned around again. We close our eyes and dream, and another year has come and gone. We close our eyes, and the world is turned around again. We close our eyes and dream. We're on the healing path. We're on a roller coaster ride that could never turn back. And if you love me, if you really try to make the seconds count, then we can close our eyes. We close our eyes, and the world has turned around again. So I always think of that one, we close our eyes and the world is turned around again. What happens when we sleep? Well, the world turns around again. It spins around. So I always thought that was interesting. The third one that I want to talk about is on this one, They Might Be Giants, their self-titled record from 1986, 84-ish. I think it was 84. It doesn't say on the back here, and it doesn't say on the spine. From They Might Be Giants, from their first record, there's a song on here. The third track is called Number 3. There's only 2 songs in me, and I just wrote the third. Don't know where I got the inspiration or how I wrote the words. Spent my whole life just digging up my music's shallow grave for the 2 songs in me and the 3rd one I just made. A rich man once told me, hey, life's a funny thing. A poor man once told me that he can't afford to speak. Now I'm in the middle like a bird without a beak, 'cause there's just 2 songs in me and I just wrote the 3rd. Don't know where I got the inspiration or how I wrote the words. Spent my whole life just digging my music's shallow grave for the 2 songs in me and the 3rd one I just made. So I went to the president and I asked old what's-his-name, has he ever gotten writer's block or something like the same? He just started talking like he was on TV. If there's just 2 songs in you, boy, what do you want from me? So I bought myself some denim pants and a silver guitar, but I politely told the ladies, you'll still have to call me sir. Because I have to keep my self-respect, I'll never be a star, since there's just 2 songs in me, and this is number 3. So number 3 by They Might Be Giants is the 3rd pick that I've got. And the 4th pick is a bit shorter song, and that's from Tom Lehrer. And let's make sure, yep, we got that one in a good spot right there. So the song on here is called I Hold Your Hand in Mine. I hold your hand in mine, dear, I press it to my lips. I take a healthy bite from your dainty fingertips. My joy would be complete, dear, if you were only here, but still I keep your hand as a precious souvenir. The night you died, I cut it off. I really don't know why, for now each time I kiss it, I get bloodstains on my tie. I'm sorry now I killed you, for our love was something fine. And till they come to get me, I shall hold your hand in mine. So a true love song from Tom Lehrer, king of the satire. The last one that I want to read to you is on a compilation album. On this album, the Dr. Demento Presents the Greatest Novelty CD of all time. The song is by Kip Addotta, and it's called Wet Dream. It was April the 41st. Being a quadruple leap year, I was driving through downtown Atlantis. My Barracuda was in the shop, so I was in a rented Stingray, and it was overheating. So I pulled into a Shell station. They said I'd blown a seal. I said, fix the darn thing and leave my private life out of it, okay, pal? While they were doing that, I walked over to a place called the Oyster Bar, a real dive. But I knew the owner. He used to play for the Dolphins. I said, hi, Gil! You have to yell, he's hard of herring. Think I had a wet dream, cruising through the Gulf Stream. Ooh, 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 wet dream. Gil was also down on his luck. Fact is, he was barely keeping his head below water. I gullied up to the sandbar. He poured me the usual, rusty snail, hold the grunion, shaken not stirred, with a peanut butter and jellyfish sandwich on the side, heavy on the Mako. I slipped him a fin, on porpoise. I was feeling good. I even dropped a $1 in the box for Jerry's squids, for the halibut. Well, the place was crowded. We were packed in like sardines. They were all there to listen to the big band sounds of Tommy Dorsal. What soul! Tommy was rocking the place with a very popular tuna, Salmon Chanted Evening, and the stage was surrounded by screaming groupers, probably there to see the bass player. One of them was this cute little yellowtail, and she's given me the eye. So I figure this is my chance for a little fun. You know, a piece of Pisces. But she said things I just couldn't fathom. She was just too deep. Seemed to be under a lot of pressure. Boy, could she drink. She drank a lot. I said, what's your sign? She said, aquarium. I said, great, let's get tanked. I invite her up to my place for a little midnight bait. I say, come on, baby, it'll only take a few minnows. She threw me that same old line, not tonight, I got a haddock. And she wasn't kidding either, 'cause in came the biggest, meanest-looking haddock I'd ever seen come down the pike. He was covered with mussels. He came over to me, he said, listen, shrimp, don't you come trolling around here. What a crab. This guy was steamed. I could see the anchor in his eyes. I turned to him, I said, abalone! You're just being shellfish. Well, I knew there was going to be trouble, and so did Gil, 'cause he was already on the phone to the cods. The haddock hits me with a sucker punch. I catch him with a left hook. He eels over. It was a fluke, but there he was, lying on the deck, flat as a mackerel. Kelpless. I said, forget the cods, Gil, this guy's going to need a sturgeon. Well, the yellowtail was impressed with the way I handled her boyfriend. She came over to me and said, hey, big boy, you're really a game fish. What's your name? I said, Marlin. Well, from then on, we had a whale of a time. I took her to dinner. I took her to dance. I bought her a bouquet of flounders. And then I went home with her. And what did I get for my trouble? A case of the clams. Think I had a wet dream, cruising through the Gulf Stream. Ooh, 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 wet dream. So there we have it. 5 not so serious songs, but with my collection, of course, I would be on the silly side. But 5 songs with lyrics that I really admire. That's what I've got today. See you next time.